Hi, Andrew. I'm Tony Wright. Thanks for allowing us to put together a proposal for you. I want to explain a few things about this proposal, and also I'm going to go through a few things that I see on your site. So, essentially, based upon what we talked about the other day on the phone, I discussed, a strategic consulting proposal, what we call strategic consulting, will be the best option for you. Essentially, what that means is that you are going to agree to purchase a number of hours from our team, and we will be able to provide you with services based upon what your needs are. What we'll do is the deliverables will change every month. As we discussed, the first couple of months, the first pretty much month and a half to 2 months is us doing the technical on-page SEO fixes and fixing up the site to make sure that it is working properly from a search engine optimization perspective. After that, then we'll move to the off-page and building of links. But we'll be setting each month what the priorities are, what the tactics that we'll be implementing are each month. And we'll meet with you to set those priorities and go over everything. And what this does is allows us to be a little bit more flexible. But the problem that a lot of people see is that it is somewhat difficult in the beginning to understand exactly what you're getting, because the deliverables do change over time. Wanted to talk real quick to you about your paid search. The paid search, I'm sorry, I'm getting my notes here. The big thing is we think we can improve your paid search exponentially pretty quickly. Just my guys took a quick look in there, and there's a lot of things that are going on in the paid search that are not necessarily best practices. Right now, you're using 3 different match types in all ad groups. There's lots and lots of poor performing keywords that are running that frankly need to be culled and taken out. Your campaigns are not optimized for conversions. We're not using any of the new ad types with the 3 headlines and 2 long descriptions, which we're seeing a lot of success with. Remarketing doesn't appear to be running in Google. I know that you're running some remarketing in Facebook, so I'm seeing it in my feed, but Google retargeting is very cheap and something you should be doing. And you've got a shopping campaign, and it doesn't make sense. We need to dig a little bit deeper into that shopping campaign, but that is something that we specialize in, is creating those shopping campaigns. So the price that I quoted you, and that is in this proposal, does not include management of paid search, but I would highly encourage you to continue doing the paid search if you could afford it. We can manage that, and I think we would be able to show you success, much more success than you're seeing, very, very quickly. I'm going to go real quick into some of the analysis that I've done, just to ran a few things here so you can see. We ran an SEM Rush preliminary report. I don't know if you've run any of these before, but there are quite a few errors. You can see we've got 380 errors and 1,165 warnings. These errors, the mixed content errors, are the biggest ones that we worry about, because that means that you've got some issues with your secure socket layer. 2 is not very bad, but there are some issues here. I can go into each one of them, but frankly, I just wanted to let you see this. You can see some of these issues here. We've got 75 broken internal JavaScripts, a lot of pages that are broken, a lot of things that we can see. Some of them aren't very serious, but some of them are. So with that, that SEM Rush has given us a little bit of information. I've also run a Page Speed Insights. This is a tool that Google gives us. It's a free tool. You can go to this URL or go to Google and type in Page Speed Insights and run this yourself. But as you can see, this kind of tells us just to score the score. This 36 out of 100 is it's not a good score for mobile. Your site is not loading well on mobile. There's a lot of things that we need to do to fix this. So you can see we've got some image issues. Basically, you've got a lot of things loading and we can fix all of these things. This is something we fix every day. But I'm going to go. You see the mobile, but if I go over here to desktop, we're still looking at an 85, which is not horrible, but you definitely need to be in the 90s for your page speed. This is one of the very first things that we would fix. So, and it's not a hard fix, but it is something that does take time. Just wanted to show you a couple things really quickly in your analytics, just to make sure that you're understanding a few things, because I want to go back to that paid search and why I think you should be doing it. A lot of people don't like to understand how to look at attribution. I just actually did a big series that'll be coming out on Monday on attribution modeling and weighting. But essentially, what I'm seeing in your analytics is that your paid search may be performing better than you think if you look at it from an assisted conversions viewpoint. What that means is that someone may click on paid search at the beginning and then later on actually subscribe. I'm going to show you a couple of things here so you can see what I'm talking about. Right now, last interaction, that's typically what we're talking about. Last click, that is essentially giving credit to whatever the last item that someone clicked on before they actually bought. You can see the number of conversions that is attributing, and each one of these direct. You can, and then we go into what this is called a linear. I'm comparing it to a linear model. Where a linear model is where every interaction gets an equal weighting, so we can see the number of conversions that are looked at as assisted. And the biggest thing I see here is that when we look at a last interaction, paid search is only showing around 70 conversions, whereas when we look at it from a linear point of view, if we look at how it's weighted, there is 172 conversions. It is performing a lot pretty well as far as assisted conversions, and we can see assisted conversions here. Click through on this and see that paid search had 271 assisted conversions and this is, I'm looking just to make sure, I'm looking from the beginning of the year. So paid search, that's an additional $10,000 or $9,500 that paid search provided if you look at it beyond the last click interaction. So I want to encourage you to look at these types of things. One other item here from an attributions, I'm going to go back to here to the model comparison chart. We're looking at the last interaction. I think one of the other things that you really need to understand is looking at time decay. I noticed this earlier. Essentially, this time decay gives us gives credit to different things. The closer the interaction to the sale, the more it provides you. But I did notice earlier in the acquisition, as far as lag time goes, I can't find that real quick, but basically, I'll just tell you, is that the people that are coming in are either converting right away, or they're taking up to 20 some odd days. Now, you're only tracking 30 days back in analytics, but you've either got people converting right away, or I think it was like 17% of your conversions are happening after 20 days. So that could be email campaigns hitting them. It could be a lot of different things. We need to further analyze that. But that shows me that it is very important for you to understand the different channels and how they're interacting with the folks that you're looking at. Of course, you understand how important links are for your website. So just real quick, wanted to look at Moz on here. Now your domain authority is 32. Domain authority is not a Google metric, it's a Moz metric. It is not, it's just an indicator, but a 32 for as competitive of a market as you're in is pretty low. We've got 403 linking domains with 8,000 links ranking for 154 keywords. And you can see you have gained 14 keywords over the last 6 months or so. But we can see that we did have, you had some domain authority has gone down a bit, but that's most likely because Moz changed how they do domain authority. You can see some of the top links coming in These are, these links, these pages, these URL shorteners are not very good. Your share sale stuff. There is a really good thing, good tactic we can utilize with your affiliates. I don't know who's managing your affiliate program, or if you're looking for someone to manage that affiliate program. That is not something we do in-house, but we do have a partner that's literally the best affiliate marketer in the world, and I'd love to introduce you to him. But you can see we have simplelooseleaf which is going to be, that's a natural thing for the anchor text to be there, and you've got a lot of low quality domains looking at you, and your spam score is okay. There are a couple of domains that we might want to look at. I don't think we need to do any disavows, but this would all be stuff that we do after we've fixed the technical items on the site. So Andrew, thank you for watching this far. You can read through the proposal. It's pretty simple. I hope that it's easy for you to understand. We would love to work with you, and I'll do anything that I can to within reason to get your business. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. I'd like to go over this proposal with you if you have a chance, and I look forward to working with you.